Well, people hitting deer is a problem all across the U.S., but one Arizona man is going to be paying particular attention to those deer crossing signs from now on. Reed Sonell was riding down Mount Lemmon in Tucson about 45 miles an hour on a bike when a deer ran into his bike and sent him flying. A cycling friend caught the venison violence on video. And when questioned later, the animal allegedly said, "I have no idea why that guy was speeding downhill so fast." It probably will cost a lot of dough to fix that bike. I wonder if he's still fond of riding. We'll see. Much of America spent this past week shivering through record-setting cold thanks to the polar vortex. Now, ask me, how cold was it? It was colder than the stares you'd get from environmentalists if you deny global warming. That's how cold it was. In fact, it was so cold the post office said, heck with it, and they canceled mail delivery. But the biggest shock, Princess Elsa from the movie Frozen got arrested in McLean, Illinois. The police department's Facebook page stated that Elsa has been placed under arrest with no bond until further notice. But don't worry, kids, I'm sure Elsa will be released. The police were probably acting for Robert Mueller to intimidate her into testifying against Mr. Freeze. Or it could be that maybe Elsa can just teach Special Investigator Mueller the song, "Let It Go." And then we can be done with all the collusion and countless dollars that have been spent on the big snow job that he's been caught up in. And, all right, finally, some shout-outs to those who deserve them this week. We give a shout-out to State Representative Lee Quam of South Dakota. He introduced a bill that would require student-athletes to abide by the sexual identity of their birth certificate when playing sports. So here's to State Representative Quam and a level playing field for all. Another shout out to this dear lady for never, ever giving up in the midst of a deep, icy cold winter. If at first you don't succeed, slide again. God bless her. I don't know if she ever got in her house. And finally, a shout out to our friend, television host and anchor at bluntforcetruth.com, Mr. Chuck Woolery, for reminding us of how quickly a freshman congressman with no experience can forget others who might want to seek office. Chuck tweeted, and I quote, "Former bartender Ocasio-Cortez doesn't think Howard Schultz has enough experience to be president." Even though Howard Schultz grew up in public housing in New York, worked to start a coffee shop that he turned into Starbucks and became a billionaire. And that's just a little fact in that before becoming a member of Congress, Ms. Ocasio-Cortez had the experience of being a bartender, which is the equivalent of working as a barista for Mr. Schultz. Well, like an apostrophe that's too possessive, we gotta let go for now, but never forget, we read the news.